Yo, Bo, welcome to another episode of In the Life with MightyFan. Got some pickups, but I think what I would do is something slightly different. So, every now and then I'll do an unboxing or unbagging, but I think during weeks when I am expecting multiple things, I'll probably just do like a week recap. So, I'm going to do the unboxing or unbaggings the day that the stuff comes in, but I won't post it onto YouTube until towards the end of that week. So you can kind of see all the stuff that kind of filtered in throughout the week. Not that every week I get multiple things, and if it's a week where I'm just getting one thing, I'll just do one vid quick with the unboxing, unbagging, whatever. But this week I'm expecting a couple packages. So the one came in today. Today is July 10th, 2023, and we have the one package in here. So this one, I believe, is the Curtis Martin Patriots, which came lightning fast. So shout out to the seller, the eBay seller, for that. Because I got this late last week, and today is Monday, and it's already at my front door. So that's really cool. So anyhow, let's get this open. Definitely was anticipating this one. This is just weird how things kind of worked out. Good. Okay. Gonna open this up. They did a real good job with the taping of the box. Okay. Okay. Yep, it's Curtis. Open this last piece here. Alright. Ooh. Man, the first thing hits me is one of those numbers. Oh my goodness. These Flying Elvis head Patriot jerseys are... the white ones in particular. So, here it is all folded up nicely. We're going to unfold it. Hopefully there's no little note or something like that in there. Alright, so... here it is. That's the front. Oh my. Yeah. Like I said, I saw the one at Slim's, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Someday. So I didn't think it would be this quick that I would get one, but here it is. Go to the back. Starter authentic. So, the quality on this thing is crazy. I don't know how well the lighting's going to pick it up, but it does have the little gradient of, stripes going down. So it's got the white, and then a little darker going down. That's how these Patriot jerseys were back in the day. I don't know how well that's going to pick it up. You can kind of see, the difference going down. And it's all over the jersey. At least the mesh part of it. Man, that's a beautiful jersey. There's just no doubt about that. Starter, Pro Line authentic, size 52. There's the old jock tag. You also have the inside tagging. It's dual tagging because you have the starter tag and then you have the player's tag on the inside. NFL shield. From the time period, you got the Patriots, and then that 28, and again, you got the Flying Elvis heads as the big, just going down both shoulders. Now, Mitchell Ness made a legacy version of this, and obviously, because it's not authentic, the legacy, the Flying Elvis head logos are just too small on the shoulders. I mean, truth be told, if they look good enough, I may have picked up the Mitchell Ness version, but I'm glad that I got the old starter replica. And then you have starter authentic, rather. I'm sorry, starter authentic. I was thinking replica with the Mitchell Ness or legacy line, but you got the 28s. Those are double stitched. You got the starter logo on the sleeve. And I remember that logo growing up. I had quite a few starter items growing up in middle school and high school. Again, on the other side, starter logo. You got the C. Martin single stitched on a nameplate. And then the 28s are both on the front and back, double stitched with that drop shadow. Whew. I mean, how nice would it be if the Patriots wore this as a throwback, you know? I know if they probably did it, they would wear the blue one for a home game or whatever. You know, it doesn't matter. I think either one just hits. So it's kind of a shame they didn't wear them when, you know, they didn't wear, you know, either this or the blue when Mr. Brady was playing, because that would, yeah, that would have to happen. I'm sure a lot of you would have it. So there it is. Curtis Martin, my favorite Martin from back in the day. Now I got both his home and away Patriots, and I have his home Jets, authentic. Maybe get the road Jets at some point to have the four of them, but, you know, we'll see. Really happy to have this, though. Like I said, it's just one of those weird things. Missed out on the Perry Mariners, and then I got this. It's crazy. It's crazy how things work out. I'm going to put this down for a second. But anyhow, the video is going to keep rolling because, like I said, I do have another pickup to share that probably will be at the house later in the week. Something I got off Macari. I also have a hat coming from Hat Club. So, you know, you will see all of that in this one video. Again, like I said, during weeks, and it doesn't always happen this way, but during weeks where I'm expecting multiple things in the week, I'll just do a recap, one video. You'll see all the unboxings or just showing stuff, you know, what have you. And that's going to do it for right now. But from with the magic of editing, you'll see the next pickup right now. Oh, look at that. Through the magic of editing, we are back later in the week. A couple days later is now Wednesday night, July 12th, 2023. And going to just wrap up the week's pickups because I got both things that I was still waiting on. Came in the mail, so nothing else is coming. After these two just came in today, so that will wrap up the week's pickups. Let's get into them. First of all, we got the hat here from Hat Club. This little background. So Hat Club released these some years ago, like a set kind of like this. And I think they called it the Cool Fashion set. And at the time, it was during, you know, the pandemic, and the hat craze was just nuts. You know, things were not staying online very long. And this one in particular from the set was one of the quicker ones to move. Now, it was done a little differently at that time, a little different logo on the front, and I'll get into that in a second. So obviously, I wasn't able to get it back then. I'm glad they reissued it in a way. They didn't even call it the Cold Fashion. I don't even think they used anything. They just threw it up there. And I think there was like a couple. I think they did a couple other teams in baseball to go with this other sport. And it is a hook hat to another team in that city. So we're going to get right into it. We got the St. Louis Cardinals, St. Louis Blues hook. More specifically, I guess, the 90s Blues, if you will. Hook. It even has a 90s patch on the side patch. The 30th anniversary of Busch Stadium, 66 to 96. I haven't seen that patch on a lot of, you know, Cardinals hats, so I almost said Blues hats. Cardinals hats. Really nice, well done hat by Hat Club. Does have the good gray under, black gut on there on the inside, and again you'll go with the you'll go with that STL logo. Two-tone, you got the royal blue and you got the canary yellow brim. The squadgy's also in yellow. You got the tonal eyelids, and then you got the blue, red, and canary yellow STL on the front. Again, good look at that side patch. Batterman. I believe it's a flat. Yes, it is a flat Batterman. Really nice hat. So when they made this some years ago, they had the bird on the bat logo on the front. Basically similar to this. I forget if it had a yellow brim. It might not have at that time. But the bird on the bat in that, the blues colorway just looked really good. I still wish I could have gotten that one. Even to this day, I don't have it. I've seen it around, and even like now that the seller wants like crazy money for it. Whenever you do kind of catch one, available on the secondary market, but it is what it is. It's a hot hat. I mean, it is. It goes with the blues. So, it's still a popular one, but I'm glad to have had a second chance with this one. I did bring the jersey down just so you can kind of see the combo wombo in full effect. So we got the Mitchell & Ness Wayne Gretzky blues from that time period from the 90s. There you put it together. Boom, there it is. Again, this is one of the things I love to do. I love to find two different teams from the same city and match them up. And in recent years, we've been able to do a lot of that because it's become a very popular thing with a lot of different hat makers to kind of do it. And I think Hat Club was one of the first to really kind of set the tone for that, and other companies have kind of come in. There have been other companies too around that time that kind of took their chance on things, but Hat Club came out with that, the baseball for the NBA collection they made, the cool fashion baseball for hockey back in the pandemic, that 2020 year, and so on and so forth. So they did a nice little set. They brought the blues, the Cardinals blues. I think they did a Red Sox, Bruins, and a Rockies Avalanche. Those were the three at least that I could pick out. Maybe there was another one in there that I just missed. But as soon as I saw this, it was like an instant grab for me. Because like I said, I did miss the 1.0 those years ago. But real glad to have gotten another chance. And thank you to Hat Club for putting these out again. And in another style, but still, I mean, it gets the job done. So that's the hat from Hat Club. I do have another hat here, but this kind of came in a set. This was a Macari pickup, and the seller had like a lot. So he had a jersey and hat combo wombo already, and even a pair of socks came with this. But it is what it is. Let's get to the hat first. We got the pretty cool hat here, and it does go with some other Lightning jerseys in my collection, so it's another reason that I kind of like this. It's the Shark Tooth Tampa Bay Lightning. Speaking of a 90s looking thing, right? So you got the Mitchell & Ness snap right there. Good green under, black cut on the inside, but you got the lightning bolt, more of the current logo, but still very nice in there with the shark tooth design. And it just so happens it came with these socks. So here's the socks. If I really want to get crazy with it, find like a pair of shorts or something that, goes well, and maybe in like the early fall or something, wear it, or spring or whatever, It is from the 2022 Stadium Series. So last year's Stadium Series. 2 socks. I don't believe these have been worn yet, so that's an added bonus. Got a little nervous when I saw their socks. Okay, But I'll give them another wash, just in case, before whenever the time comes, if I do decide to wear them. And then the jersey. And the jersey is from the 2022 Stadium Series as well. It does not have the patch on it. This is a Fanatics branded one, but I wanted to get it when it came out last year. I just kept slow rolling it until they were gone. So there it is, the Lightning 2022 Stadium Series jersey. And I do believe they wore this a few times too. Tampa Bay patch. It says Tampa Bay Lightning Hockey Club on the shoulder patch, and I guess on the other shoulder is where the Stadium Series patch should have been, but, you know, Fanatics, I guess, didn't put it on their versions last year. But you got the bolts going across the front, big and bold. You got the captaincy, so yes, it is a Steven Stamkos NHL logo. It has the cool inside collar design with the lightning bolt there and the lightning bolts. So that's pretty cool. The sleeves, probably should have brought another hanger down. What do you think, huh? But you do have that 91, and you got the design kind of going down, the white with the blue on the sleeves. A lot going on in this jersey, as a lot of hockey jerseys will have. And then you got the same deal on the other sleeve. And on the back of the neck collar says Tampa Bay. And then you got Stamkos 91. And you got that design going. Does have the tags on the sleeve. So it's new with tags. And you also have, hold that up, you got little kind of that design going down the bottom. It's only on the front though, nothing on the back. The back is just regular, you know, comes up white, no blue. So the blue design is only on the front, on the bottom. You know, I don't know if you want to call those waves or streaks of lightning or whatever, but that's what's going on there. And you got the bolts across the chest, across your front, I should say, with the C. Now this is kind of a homage to a old alternate that the Lightning used to wear, which was a blue jersey with bolts written diagonally down. And I still wish I had that one, but that's still one that I want to get someday. You know, the player doesn't really matter as much, whether it's Stamkos, whether it's St. Louis, whether it's Le Cavalier, I mean, whoever. Just that old, I think it was Reebok that made them, with the blue, with the bolts going down the front. So, and again, it's a Fanatics branded one, so you're not going to have all the bells and whistles on it. I got it at a pretty decent price. There is an option too, like a pay-in-4 option with Macari that's called Zip, and I've never used that before this. But I didn't want to pay it all, and I saw that as an option. I didn't see the pay-in-4 as an option even with PayPal. PayPal's pay-in-4, which I've been known to use. Just a little bit. So, so I figured I'd give that Zip pay-in-4 a chance, and it, you know, it worked pretty good. So I was able to grab that. I didn't know if I would wait till the next cycle, if it would still be hanging around. So I'm like, all right, well, I do want it. It's basically a 3-item lot. I mean, if I let it go another week or two, it might get gobbled up. So I'm just going to try the Zip deal and get it. And, you know, it worked out pretty good. Pretty decent shipping. It came pretty quick. I think it came from California, if I'm not mistaken. So it took, you know, some days to come, but it wasn't bad at all. So that is it. Those are the pickups of the week. Kind of wrapped up into one video. So like I said, when I have weeks, whenever I do have multiple things coming into 1 week, I'll try to do it in one video as they come in. I didn't do the unboxing for these. I did think I would. When I got home, I was just, you know, it's been a heat wave out there. It was hot. And I'm like, yeah, I'll just wait till this evening when the house is a little cooler. The AC's been running. We're good. I don't have to, you know, sweat as I'm opening the freaking boxes. So I already got this stuff out of the boxes. Gave a good look. Wanted to make sure everything was good, particularly with the, you know, with the Lightning stuff. Because when you're ordering from Macari or whatever, if there are any issues, you know, you need to let them know kind of right away. I was pretty sure there wouldn't be, but I figured let me check, and then I wanted to get the hat out of the box too, so from Hat Club. So there you go. We have gone almost 13 minutes. I do have a little announcement. I did plan on doing the Ross vlog this week. I'm not going to do it. The weather's too freaking hot. It's not worth it to just run out there and, even though I'm going to go in my Jeep with air conditioning, I'm like, let me just wait till next week. I think next week's going to be better weather-wise. I'm just going to kind of do my best throughout this heat wave we've been having. But I do still want to do it for sure. So I'm going to start that series in earnest next week. I'm going to wait it until, let's let this heat wave go by, and then we'll start getting into that series. We might have some rain over the weekend too, so I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to, really run out or whatever, but we'll see. But certainly by next week for sure, I promise. But I will be doing the weekly kind of wrap up, I guess, on Friday. Fanatics and Mitchell and Ness, and kind of give my take on some stuff that is starting to hit those whatever hit those sites, jerseys and hat wise for the week. And I will start that in earnest this Friday, so in a couple days from now. And you never know what's going to come, right? I mean, I don't have any other pickups coming per se, but you never know. I mean, there could be a vehicle vlog, there could be some raw stuff, on the weekend. Who knows? It just depends on how things are going weather-wise and how I'm feeling, if I feel like running out and doing it. But like I said, if not by then, certainly by next week. So keep an eye out on that. Keep an eye out on Friday for the weekly wrap-up. I don't really know what I'm calling this series. It's just basically Fanatics, Mitchell and Ness, the stuff that's been put out during the week, and hats and jersey-wise. So, we'll get into that on Friday. And other than that, I got nothing else to say other than leave those likes, as many likes as we can, right? Let's keep the like train going. You want to make sure to hit that subscribe button, and also make sure to hit the bell icon after you've done so you get notified to all future content, whether it's weekly wrap-ups, whether it's Ross vlogs, whether it's vehicle vlogs, or, whether it's pickups, whatever it is in the life or other series, you never want to miss it, right? So you want to make sure to get alerted to that, and that's what the bell icon is there for, so you can do that. And I always appreciate all the comments below, so thank you all very much for the kind words and whatever comments you wish to make, as long as they're positive ones. We keep this channel positive, okay? So, at any rate, hope everything's going well for all of you, and I will see you in the next one shortly. All right, everyone, take care. Bye.